Hello everybody, this is Charles and I'm back with another toy review, this time for Bandai's Metal Build Aeostrike Gundam! Alright, so I just received this from Japan today. It's a bit late because they were having their holidays from Monday to Wednesday, so most of the online site operators were only back to work on Thursday, and I'm actually really glad to actually receive this today. So this Aeostrike Gundam is the latest production from the Gundam Metal Build series, and I like the way that the packaging is done. It's really different from the usual style of the Gundam just standing in the center. This we see the Aeostrike Gundam in the flight mode, and we see the wordings here, Metal Build, and all the other words are done in bronze color. And I like the fact that they have this detailed wording that says magnificent styling with full action and multi-materials. This is really cool. Look at the box. The side of the box is a typical Metal Build style. Over here we see the back. We see some action poses of the Aeostrike Gundam. Okay, the kneeling pose, and then we also have this sticker here, this Tamashii sticker, this official license sticker over here. Really cool. Really nice. And without further ado, here is Aeostrike Gundam. Okay, so I'm gonna move the camera downwards a little bit. I'm gonna move the box aside. Okay, so for the simplicity of this video, I'll just probably be calling him Strike Gundam for the rest of this video. So this is really cool. First thing first, the amount of metal in this guy is awesome. It's awesome, and it's really a lot. So it's insane. There's an insane amount of metal and die cast in this figure. I think for like figure, it's the heaviest Gundam to date. I watched another video review previously, and the review actually weighed the Strike Gundam versus the I can't remember whether it weighed it versus the Axia or X-Ray Gundam, but basically he weighs about 366 grams, whereas the Axia weighs 260. So this guy is about 106 grams heavier than the Axia Gundam, which is about the same size. So it's really cool. I love diecast content, and that's the reason why all of us love Metal Build Gundam, don't we? So in terms of coloring wise, okay, it's very well done. I like this metallic blue color that we see over here. Very glossy metallic blue color. And for the white color, I think Bandai is still putting a lot of efforts to give us some color contrast. So it's not just pure white. So certain parts of the Gundam we say is actually really pearly white, whereas some parts are actually milky white. So milky white, sorry. And then even for the head itself, you see two color tones. You see the milky white in the front and then the pearly white at the side. So there is throughout the figure different white color to contrast the figure a little bit more. So which is really cool, and I really appreciate the efforts that Bandai has put into this figure. And also this fins, over here, they are made of plastic, okay, and they're pretty fragile. Bandai is very kind to give us an additional fin. So this additional fin they give us is also made of plastic. It's the same thing. So I guess Bandai is giving us this because they foresee the possibility of collectors actually might accidentally breaking it while doing poses. So that's why they give you one extra one just in case. And over here you can see it comes with 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs of fists, which I'm not going to go through in this review. We're going to put this aside. So okay, now run down on the die cast content from top to bottom. Over here below the neck, we see this part here, this metallic part here, this is die cast. The front here is die cast as well, all the way down here. This is die cast. Shoulder parts, this part is die cast. At the back over here, this part, as you see, this grey gunmetal grey color is die cast. Elbow joints are die cast. Over here at the back, the top part of this elbow, this is die cast. Lower part over here, die cast as well. See, so much die cast at the back. You see this part, this whole part here, die cast. Inside die cast. Inner frame for the metal, for the body, die cast as well. We lift this up. You can see over here this. Let me see if I can get clear light. Okay, see this part at the back. This whole grill part over here, die cast as well. Gonna move this away, moving down. We see over here Let me see, let me touch this. This is not die-cast. Okay, over here at the crop section, this part, die-cast. I'll leave this aside. Okay, internally, okay, lower waist, this part, die-cast. Joints for the thighs, die-cast. This part over here, die-cast. And moving down, this entire part over here, the knee section, die-cast, 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 die-cast. Okay, over here at the ankle side, die-cast. You can see inside is die-cast as well. Can't really see clear, but it's die-cast. And the feet, the bottom of the feet, die-cast, die-cast, die-cast. So there is just so much die-cast in this figure. It's awesome. It feels so good holding this figure, really. I am just going aesthetic holding this figure. So right now I'm gonna go through the articulation. Head-wise, we can have the okay, joints are really tight for this piece. I'm not gonna go all the way. I think he can decently turn his head about 45 degrees. I think you can turn it a bit more, but I'm just afraid of damaging the part or chipping the paint. So one thing about this Exia Gundam is that a lot of parts are painted, especially a lot of the milky white parts are painted. So during my trial of doing the poses, trying to check the articulation, I actually chipped a little bit of paint. I chipped a little bit of paint over here. I chipped a little bit of paint over here. So my advice, okay, and so when you do extreme poses with this guy, this figure, there is a chance that you're going to have some paint chips, but it's really minor. So for me, these minor paint chips do not bug me at all, because when I display him, okay, I can't see anything. It's mostly at the back or it's hidden, so it's not that bad. But I guess for collectors who are really very particular and want your figure to stay in as perfect a condition as possible, just be really careful when you're doing your poses, or if you're just plain making stand in the display shelf, just don't do those extreme poses. Yeah. So neck wise, you can actually move the head front back a little bit as well. The head can tilt up this much, tilt down this much. Okay, over here now we're gonna move the shoulders. Shoulders wise, we have a lot of joints over here, so this part you can actually move it all the way out here. So in fact, you can see your shoulders can go beyond 90 degrees. Okay, you can go way beyond 90 degrees because of additional joint over there. Okay, and inside the joint inside the torso is die-cast. Over here, this middle part is plastic, and over here on the elbow is die-cast. Okay, this is as much as you can get for the shoulder joints. You can also have a little bit of outward shoulder movement as well, really outward, not a lot. Okay, backwards less, outward a little bit more, but not a lot. Okay, not a lot. And over here, you can see that this part on the shoulder part, you can actually lift this up. Okay, I'm not sure the purpose of this for lifting up. It's a nice feature. Okay, I am not sure the purpose of that. And this whole entire part is die-cast, so it's cool. And over here, this part over here, the front shoulder pad, you can actually raise this up. And while raising it up, you can see that the joint over here inside. Okay, so you can see the shoulder joint. The shoulder pad is a separate joint to the main shoulder over here. So elbows wise, you can get a full 360 rotation. Just be careful where you rotate it because of the shoulder pads blocking. So I'm not going to show in this video. The joints are really tight, but you can do full 360 if you want to. Just that the joints are really tight, so I'm not going to do it over here. Elbows wise, double jointed elbows. Okay, all the way. You can see double jointed elbows all the way. So the joints are okay. It can go bend all the way so that it can really touch the shoulder. Okay, so this is the extent of the double jointed elbows. Okay, I'm gonna straighten it right now. And we also have an additional joint over here at the wrist, so you can move the wrist up this much. It's cool, so you really have a lot of articulation. And at the wrist side, full 360 rotation, no problem with that. Now for the chest part is very interesting because this part of the chest, okay, this part you can see there's a joint over here. This chest, okay, when you move it up and down, will actually follow through up and down. So because this part seems to be connected, I won't recommend pushing this part. I would recommend holding to this part over here. You're going to move the shoulders, okay, move it downwards. So you can see slightly this part is moving, okay, so it follows through. And then if you move it upwards, okay, it will move as well. So you see this part over here is a separate part compared to, it's not a full part connected to this, it's a separate part on itself. So when you move the chest, the torso portion, it can move up and down. So the purpose of this, I think, is to give more articulation and also to make it have a cleaner, much cleaner look as well. Here, that's it. Yeah. Waist rotation wise, hardly any. I'm not okay. You can really see I can move the waist slightly, but hardly any because the joints are so tight. So again, I'm not going to risk breaking anything, but the joints are really tight on this guy. And the back, we see here the thrusters are on default downwards. So for you to move it upwards, you just move it upwards this way, but this is not the right way to do it. So you need to move it, lift it up a little bit, then you push this down. Okay, push this down all the way. This peg over there, this joint goes inside here. Okay, then you just tap it in very nicely, and then you can move your thrusters this way. Okay, you gotta make sure you actually push this all the way down before you tap it in, because if you don't, okay, let's say if you, for example, you just raise it up, you can see there's a gap over here. You can see that there's a gap over here and the joint is not properly joined. So you make sure this goes all the way down as much as you can. Tap it in. You can actually feel a tap. And that's it. Over here. Alright. So over here you can see the side skirts. You can lift it up this much. Actually you can lift out a lot more. So for side skirts, let me just show the feature over here. As you pluck it out, you can have the dagger. Okay. Prior to review, I actually put the dagger in already. So this dagger, okay, let me just pull it out. Okay. So when you actually pull this part out, chances are sometimes it will pop up, but it's okay, it's meant to pop out. So this is the dagger feature. This is very nice. The dagger is long. What I like about this is the dagger is long. So when you keep the dagger, okay, it's still, you know, you can see still half the dagger protruding out from the handle, but it's okay because I prefer the dagger to be looking long rather than looking short. So this is cool. So to put the dagger in, okay, you make sure you just fold it, and you have the blade of the dagger facing outwards, and you slot it in. Okay, you slot it in over here. So it fits in very nicely when you slot it in, and then you just cap it closed very nicely. It fits in very nicely. Right. So more to the skirts, you know, the back skirts can actually move. This so-called thruster and the back skirt is one single piece. Okay. So or rather it's two single pieces, but this piece over here and this is molded together, so you can't move this by itself. Okay, over here the front skirt, okay, you can move slightly outwards. You can see slightly outwards, not a lot, but slightly outwards. You can flip it up this much. Okay, so legs wise, you can spread it out this much. Okay, it's really a lot. You can move the joint upwards here, this much. Okay, and you have double jointed knees, very nice double jointed knees. Okay, and this knee part actually moves as well. See, this knee part actually moves. You see double jointed knees. Okay, I want to take take note of this part. So like I said in the earlier part of my review, this part, okay, you can see I already have a little bit of paint chip because I guess when I was collapsing it over here, somehow it brushed against this die cast part, and there is some friction which caused the paint chip. But anyway, since it's already chipped, I'll just show you how it works. So this function over here, you can see this knee, the back of the knee collapses. Okay, this is for you, okay, to collapse even more, so that when you reach the tip over here, if you need a little bit more for you to collapse a little bit more, just press it in. Okay, and see this part goes in. So you can actually collapse the knee a little bit more because of the feature of the spring feature that allows you to collapse the knee a little bit more inwards. So let me just go there, push it backwards over here. Yes. Yeah. Let me just collapse this over here right now. So okay, over here at the back, okay, you also have this feature whereby this thrusters can also lift up, but you know over here it's very hard. Okay, the thrusters, if once they're in, okay, it's a little bit difficult to tap it out, and I wouldn't force it or use anything because I'm afraid of chipping in the paint here or chipping the paint here. So the way to actually get this thrusters out easy, you just push this in, then you have allowance over here. You'll be able to put your finger in and just lift this. See? Done. Similar for this side, just push it in. The allowance is here. Just lift it up. And we are done. Cool. Alright. So moving downwards a little bit more. Okay, let me just adjust this first. We have the ankle guards over here. And then we have the feet. Okay, you can actually move the feet sideways. Front, back as well. And one nice feature over here you have on the figure is that for the feet, you can actually extend them forward. Okay, let me just do it. Okay, it's a little bit tight, but I'm trying to do it. Okay, extend it forward. So this, okay, you can extend it forward. Okay, and the back, you can extend it backwards. Okay, see? I'm going to push this in, extend it backwards. Push this in, extend it forward. So you can see, let me just show you right now at the bottom of the feet. So once after extension, you can see the difference on the length over here. So I guess the reason for why the feet is able to extend is to provide more balance when you have the backpack at the back. But however, when I tried with the backpack at the back, even without the feet extended, it can still balance very well. So no problem with balancing. Okay. So right now I'm just gonna put the figure aside for now and go through the other accessories that it has. One thing it has over here is this gun. Okay, very nice gun. The rifle, sorry. So I like the amount of details it pays to the rifle. So it's not just a flat color gray for the rifle, but you see different shades of gray. You see silver, you see some gold, and you also see a blue for the scope. So depending on whether you hold it with the right hand or left hand, this allows you to adjust it. But we're gonna put the rifle at the back of Strike Gundam. You need to flip this part out. Okay, and I'm gonna bring this back here again. So you're gonna put this back up, and then you're gonna slot it in all the way at the in. Just push it in over here. Okay, you can see the over here. Just push it, pack it in, and there you have it. It holds really well. But when taking it out, okay, let's say you push it in really completely, really tight. When taking it out, it's very difficult to wriggle it out just this way. So I found out the easiest way. Okay, and as I was wriggling out, I was so worried that I might break something. So the best way and the easiest way to actually remove it is to flip it outwards. So over here you get this, you hold this part, okay, you just flip it outwards over here, and it pops out really easily. See? So same thing, you know, when you need to insert it, you just push it in over here at the back. Okay, so it fits in very tightly. Okay, but when you need to take it out, just flip it outwards this way. Flip it outwards this way. See, and it pops out easily. Okay, so this is one trick I can tell you, just in case you get a heart attack while trying to remove it, because it's really, really tough to remove it. And you can also put the rifle at the side. So over here, on both sides, you can actually flip this part downwards. Okay, you can flip this part downwards. You can slot the rifle in at the side, which looks pretty cool. I like it this way. So even if, okay, so for the other side, even if you flip it, right, it doesn't fit in this side. Okay, so there's only one side whereby you can actually fit it in, which is this side. So if you were to open it this side, you just pack it in this side, which looks a bit awkward. So this one looks a lot nicer in my opinion. So once you don't need, just click and flip this back inside. And over here, just flip it forward, tap it. Cool. So another feature that we have for the Strike Gundam is the shield. The shield is really nice. You can see the amount of details that goes inside. You can see they even have the scope here, the clearance over here, the transparent part for you to see through. Really nice. So over here, the shield, you can actually move it up, move it down, release this handle. You can go further down if the this handle is down. So over here, no other features over here, but the details is very nice. You can see GATX105, which is the serial number of Strike Gundam, AO Strike Gundam. Really nice, and you can see the details at the back as well. You know, all the details in the gray. You can see color contrast. You can see a little bit of the bronze color over here, the silver color over here. Very nice details paid to this piece. So when you put this shield to the back, here you just put it over here. Okay, so prior to the review, sorry again, I've actually plugged in this piece. It seems to be difficult to take it out, so I'm not intending to take it out anymore. I'm just gonna plug it in this way. So this joint here is actually really flexible. You plug it in over here at the back. Okay, just insert it in nicely. Okay, so you can actually have the shield over here at the back if you wish to, but if you wish to have some motion, you can actually shift the shield to the front this way. You can have it a bit downwards, you can have it a bit outwards depending on how you like it. But it's really cool. It's really cool, you know, to have this shield. You know, the flexibility of the shield, and you can actually rotate the shield as well. But you know, because of the way the joint is, I'll just say be really careful. Hold the joint over here as you rotate the shield. Okay, because it's really tight. The ball joint is really tight. So again, my concern is that if you were to force your way this way, you might break something. So just hold the joint as much as you can, and then you rotate the shield if you need to. Yeah. Wow, does feel really scary rotating the joint. Really sounds really scary. Wow. Okay. Now plug it back in here. I'm gonna shift it in front. This I'm gonna leave it this way and leave it alone for now, for the time being. Over here, I think I will just leave the rifle aside for the time being. Yeah. Forget it. I'm just gonna flip this out. Put the rifle here. Yeah. So right now, here we're gonna go through the last accessory of Strike Gundam, which is the backpack. Alright. One thing I can say for sure is I'm glad the backpack is not sold separately like the red frame backpack. The jetpack of red frame. And speaking of the jetpack of the red frame, I think it's a shame, you know, when Bandai didn't release the jetpack of the red frame, and the prices are so crazy for it right now. I mean, no doubt there is the knockoff version of the backpack, but we would like to support the original version, original copy as much as possible. So when actually Bandai reissued the red frame, I think they reissued the red frame in the form of the S-Tray red frame in the form of Tamashii exclusive. I was hoping that they will reissue the flight pack, so because a lot of people missed out the backpack and they spent a lot of money buying from secondary sources. But anyway, I'm just glad that Bandai didn't pull the same stunt for AO Strike Gundam. We managed to get the backpack on its own, okay, with the figure, which is cool. I'm really happy and that they have this. So the backpack is really nice. Okay, this is a collapsed version. Okay, collapsed side. You have to insert this tool on your own, the booster, this tool or booster. So make sure when you insert it, this white part is on top, okay? Because once you push it in here, it's quite difficult to pull it out, okay? It's quite difficult to pull it out. So just make sure that when you insert it in, the white part is on top. Okay, so this, I'm going to go through a little bit over here. So over here, this is the handles of the sword, okay? Prior to the review, I actually plugged it in already. So this is it. So when you plug it in, just make sure that the gray part is facing the back. So over here, you have a little bit of a ball joint part over here. So you have some flexibility on how you want to angle the swords. And over here, the wings, the wingspan is fantastic, okay? This wingspan is really fantastic. Look at this. Awesome wingspan, okay? And over here, okay, just take note of the thrusters over here. So over here, the thrusters, okay, they are hidden, but okay, when you lift this up, okay, the thrusters will pop out. Let me just try to lift this up, this side, so you can actually see it more clearly. So okay, as you move up the booster pack, see the thrusters pop out. Okay, try to do it slowly. So the thrusters are hidden, but as you lift this up, okay, you see the thrusters pop out. Really nice feature over here. Okay, let's collapse it again, just to show you guys. Okay, collapse it again. So when you lift this up, the thrusters pop out. Really cool. And this way, lift this up. So over here you open up the fins. Again, these fins have really wide fin span, which I really like it. So awesome. So for the backpack, not a lot of die-cast. You only have die-cast in the joint over here, okay, and the joint over here. So apart from that, no die-cast. So I'm just gonna collapse this again because I'm gonna put it on AO Strike, and I'm gonna open it out from there. So here, I'm gonna collapse it. So the default mode is this. Okay, let me just push this down a little bit more. Okay, so this is the default mode. Okay, so over here, before you actually put the backpack in, you gotta plug this off. Okay, switch and push it down. So this pack over here will go into the hole over here. So it's really straightforward. Just push it in, all the way in. So all the way in, so that this part actually covers the blue part of the shoulders. Okay, let's push it in. Okay, just try to be as gentle as I can as possible. Okay. Yep, and I got it in. Oh, I got it in completely. Yes, this so this will cover this part over here. Got it in completely. Well done, nicely done. So as I said in my earlier part of my review, see, despite the fact that the backpack is here, the balance is still very good. See, the balance is still very good. It doesn't really topple, so the balance is still really good, even without having to extend the feet. So even when you officially open the backpack, you extend the backpack up. Okay, which I'm going to do right now. Raise the fin. Okay, open the backpack over here. So you can see, AOStrike Gundam still stands really well, really stable. Yeah. Push him to the back a little bit just to see how awesome the wingspan is. See how awesome and how big the wingspan is. Wow, this is so awesome. I like the way the back looks, you know, looks like a butterfly. But it's really cool, you know, it's really awesome. So that's the thing about Metal Build. The thing about Metal Build is that it doesn't replicate exactly what you see in the anime, neither does it replicate what you exactly see in the model kit. I mean, the model kit, what they tend to do is that they replicate almost 100% close to what you see in the anime. But Metal Build wise, it takes a level up by giving it a little bit more sharp edges, you know, modifying some of the parts a little bit here and there, making it look a lot more dynamic, a lot more sharper, making it a lot bigger. So that's what I like about Metal Build in the imagination for Gundam figures. And I'm really happy to see that, you know, we have this AOStrike Gundam. The first AOStrike Gundam I had was actually from the Metal Material. Metal Material Gundam. I think also MM Gundam. So this has come a long way, but to me the Metal Material Gundam is the godfather, the grandfather of Metal Build, because I guess the concept of Metal Build started from there, where the metal frame is and no, this is really awesome. I'm in love in it, and personally I like the first version of the hero mecha in all the Gundam anime, like the Exia, like AOStrike, and what else do I have? Exia, AOStrike, because I feel that, you know, it's the most basic Gundam, okay, but and it's most realistic, and I really like the way there's a lot of possibilities for them. So for this as well, you know, it's really awesome. I really love AOStrike Gundam. You know, it took a while for them to come out. They had Freedom first, they had Strike Freedom, and now have AOStrike Gundam. But the weight is really worth it. You know, the weight is really worth it. And I was hoping right now that they might do a version 2 of the Freedom Gundam, because I think the Freedom Gundam wasn't really exactly that super well done. Strike Freedom is awesome, and we're gonna get it reissued soon, even though in a different color at the end of the year. And I personally feel that for Freedom Gundam, they could improve on it a lot. You know, Freedom Gundam wasn't really exactly the best metal build that was made. But still being Freedom Gundam, I like it a lot. I just felt that, you know, it was too slim, too lanky, and the raw build wasn't really to my satisfaction. So I'm hoping that Bandai will make a version 2 of Strike Freedom, and I'm sure they'll do a wonderful job if they actually do that. And this is just so cool and so awesome. And right now we know that they have released the gun barrel, okay, the gun barrel for AOStrike. That's a Tamashii exclusive, but it's really limited. So the pre-order was open for Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Singapore, but almost quite instant sold out. It was sold out really quickly. The pre-order is still open in Japan, but limited to 2 orders per account. So this is going to be very limited. So for those of you who really want the gun barrel, try to source it for now, because I'm really sure that when the actual item is released, it's gonna be more expensive than what it is right now. And I personally have a hunch that Bandai is going to release the Sky Grasper with the sword and gun launcher parts, you know. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be a Tamashii web exclusive as well. I'm just hoping that they would allow each account to buy 6 or 12. You know, if you allow each account to buy 6 or 12 pieces of that, we know that it wouldn't flood. Okay, at least it wouldn't flood. We know that it wouldn't be so limited. Okay, it's okay to flood, but at least it wouldn't be so limited, because AOStrike Gundam being a regular release, there is a chance for it to be reissued. Okay, they can do it. They can reissue it 100% the same thing if they want to. But if they were to sell the Sky Grasper with the sword and gun launcher parts as a limited exclusive, I hope they actually allow each account to buy at least 6 or 12 because this is like a one-time off, and we wouldn't want to have a mad rush or insane prices for this essential pack. And no, another thing I thought that Bandai might do, this might be an idea, I'm not sure whether they might do Aeostrike Gundam deactive form, and they will have the Sky Grasper, or they will have the sword and launcher parts that come with the deactive mode of Aeostrike Gundam. Now they are capable of doing that because when they had the metal material, they did that. Okay, they had the sword and launcher parts that come together with the deactive mode of Strike Gundam. Okay, so personally, I'm not that keen for them to do a deactive mode of Strike Gundam. Okay, I hope they will just give us the sword and launcher parts together with the Sky Grasper as a Tamashii exclusive. That's it. And I'm pretty sure for maybe for some convention exclusive or web exclusive, they're gonna do Strike Rouge. It's a no-brainer, they will do Strike Rouge for sure. So we're gonna see a pink version of this. They're gonna do Strike Rouge. Most probably Strike Rouge is gonna be a Tamashii web exclusive. Hopefully not limited to two per account. Hopefully 6 or 12 pieces per account so that you will flood and everybody can get it easily. Yeah. So I'm really impressed with this piece, and totally loving it. Gonna display it in my shelf just in a moment. So here's Charles signing off with yet another toy review. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Do stay tuned to my channel for more reviews next time.